And welcome to another vlog, and today we're going to be going up to Goldstream waterfall. Should be interesting. Start on here. Oh, we got a bunch of people up here. Oh, it's like to grind down the hill here. There we go. So anyways, yeah, we're on my fun trail right now. What I like to call it. We're riding in speed setting 2, so we'll only be going like probably 20 kilometers an hour for most of this. It is a bit of a far ride. It's about, so I want to make sure I can get back. That's the trouble with e-bikes, man. People always say, "Oh, e-bikes are all too fast." Like, yeah, they might have speed, but if you use it, you're not going to be able to go very far. So, like this thing, if I threw it up to speed setting 5 and I had a full battery, I could go 45 kilometers an hour. And then my battery would run out in about fucking 20 clicks at best, if I'm lucky. Oh, there's a dog. There we go. So, needless to say, I don't ride fast. Usually the fastest I'll go is if I'm going on a shorter ride, I'll put it on speed setting 3, and that'll let me go about 30-ish. Like 29, 30, just depends. And that's not a bad little speed. But that's generally the fastest I'll go on this bike. Because it's not worth sacrificing all the range to fucking go nowhere. Also, lately there's this war on e-bikes going on. Because some fucking stupid kids on Surons went and pissed a bunch of people off. So now every e-biker has to pay. So they're just like, oh, if it's too fast, you know, they ding you. So, I mean, as far as I know, this bike's perfectly legal. So this isn't like a super high-powered one. I got this one because it had some better range. I mean, if it all comes down to it, I'll just go back to riding a regular-ass bike like I used to. Won't be as fun, but if that's what I have to do, that's what I have to do. Thanks. It's always a couple of dumbasses that fuck it up for everybody. Because e-bikes and like e-scooters was a great way to just get around and get to work and stuff, and do your shopping and things. And I got a high-powered scooter that I ride to work. I worry a little bit about that. Oh, there's a rabbit there. I mean, my scooter is like 8,000 watts, and it can go about 80 kilometers an hour. But I don't ride it like that. I got the scooter because I wanted something with bigger wheels and more range, so that I could ride a happy 30, 35 kilometers an hour, which is what I do on that scooter. I don't ride fast. Because I'd like to have the extra range, and then when I go to work, I don't have to charge it every day, which is handy. But it's got nice big 13-inch tires on it for a scooter, so it's good. It's got off-road. I could take it up trails and things if I want. So it's really nice to ride, but I worry that some bad cop's just gonna be having a rough day and take it out on me and take it away. I'll be on my way to work one day and get impounded or something. Just because some fucking stupid kids on Surons. And I always wear like gear with a helmet and stuff. So. Like, I actually have a motorcycle grade helmet. Just because it's a skull and it looks kind of cool. So, I figure if you gotta wear a helmet, wear one that looks cool. And I really like the skull helmet. It also kind of keeps the sun out of my eyes, and it's got the eye protection too, so when a bug flies in your face, it doesn't go in your eye or anything. So it's quite nice. It's also really lightweight, hardly weighs anything. So yeah, quite happy with this helmet. But it does like piss me off if there's just this, in my opinion, undeserved hate for e-bikers. Hi, how's it going? Cute dogs. More people with nose. A lot of dogs today. Oh, that's a cute dog. Like one of them wiener dogs. Yeah, I probably should have did this ride a little earlier, but I got caught up in YouTube videos again. Happens. But yeah, what was I talking about? All right, e-bikes, and e-bikes are getting too much undeserved hate. And yeah, there's assholes that drive like dicks, for sure. There's people that go way too fast on the trails and they shouldn't be, and they're not careful. But just because a couple of assholes do that, it doesn't mean you should punish every e-biker. Like, those of us who ride sanely should be just left alone and let us do our thing. These fucking like speed limits and shit. You know how they don't put speed limits on cars? You ever notice that? Why are cars not locked at 50 kilometers an hour for city? You know, they expect fucking e-bikes to go 25, and fucking nobody rides at 25. The fastest people on the trail, and I've said this before, it's the spandex warriors on the road bikes, but like the 10-speed looking bikes that we used to ride as kids. Those guys go 40 kilometers an hour, 50 kilometers an hour, sometimes in large packs. Or sometimes they'll go like really slow just to dick with people because there'll be a whole pack of them and you can't get around them. But generally, they're the ones that are always the fastest on the trail. It's not the e-bikes, because the e-bikes got to worry about battery power. You know, if you want to have a real short ride, you can go fast on the trail, but not for very long, as I've said before. But it's just bullshit. Yeah. And I think it's also a coincidence that this shit's going on when gas is like the highest it's ever been. You know, pretty convenient timing to start fucking cracking down on e-bikes and stuff. When why should people have an alternative to gas, right? I mean, if anything, they should be promoting more bike use. Just crack down on the idiots that ride like morons. Not every person with a high-powered scooter or e-bike is going to ride it like an asshole. Because the trade-off, too, is you can't get a low-powered scooter that has range. The compromise is you got to have like a higher volt battery that'll have more range. But then that comes with the ability to go really fast. But you can usually set it, like this one doesn't have an app. Or I mean, like my scooter, this bike doesn't have an app either. But like some of them have an app and you can just cap the speed with the app. But like my scooter, it's just got speed settings. Like, which I'm not on the scooter today, I'm on my regular bike. Or my regular e-bike. But like my scooter, if I put it on speed setting 1, which is the lowest one, it'll go around 35 kilometers an hour. And then if I put it on speed setting 2, it'll do about 55-ish, something like that, maybe 60. And then if I put it on gear 3, it'll go the max, but I never put it on gear 3. Like when I first got it, I'd go out like late at night on dead roads and test the speed out a bit, but only when nobody was around. And then I kind of went, yeah, that's too fast. And I went back to just riding it at 30. Before all this like cracking down shit used to start on some of the busier roads down at bike lanes like Mackenzie and stuff, I would go into second gear and just keep up. Well, for some reason the fucking camera turned off. That's fucking weird. That's why I keep it on the handlebars. I gotta keep an eye on this fucking red light. Because sometimes it'll just randomly turn itself off for no reason. I don't know how long it was off for. It didn't seem like it was very long. But I'm going along and all of a sudden I see the screen come on. I'm like, why is the screen on? And I look and I realize the light's not on. And the fucking thing stopped recording for no reason. And that's twice now that's fucking done that to me. And it's starting to piss me off with these GoPros. Like, I don't think I'm going to ever get another GoPro. This is my first and last GoPro, which is the Hero 13. And I'm not getting another GoPro after this. Like, it's going to be a while before I can afford to get another camera because I spent all my money on this one. But my next camera is probably going to be a DJI that matches the mic mini I have. Because this fucking thing, that's twice too many times fucking losing footage. It's fucking bullshit. I got a GoPro because everybody's fucking talking about, oh, GoPros are the best cameras. Get a GoPro. Oh, you should get a GoPro. They're so fucking good. And then I get a GoPro and they fucking suck. They're no good in low light. You try to do a night ride, you can't fucking see anything. And then they decide to randomly turn off for no reason. You'll be recording and all of a sudden you got nothing. So I'm sitting there going, geez, how is that the fucking best camera? My review of the GoPro is not very high right now. Because this is the second time it's done that to me since I owned it. The first time I thought, maybe it's like a mistake or whatever. But now here we go again. It's like, come on. I shouldn't have to be scared that the camera's going to fucking turn off on me. You know, you're a fucking camera. Do your job to be a camera and fucking stay on. Like, how did GoPro get such a great reputation when their cameras suck? I mean, fuck, my phone takes better video. More reliable, too. Got half a mind to just fucking put a phone mount on here and start using my phone to record. Like, thankfully, I noticed the light and the screen thing, so I don't think I lost too much footage there, like maybe a minute or something. But it still just fucking annoys the piss out of me. So yeah, my review of the GoPro Hero 13 is a 1 out of 10. Because it's not reliable, you can't count on it to record. And that happens at the wrong time, you can lose some like really good footage. What if a fucking UFO was flying right in front of me and my stupid camera turned off and I missed it, you know? As an example. I mean, the first time it happened to me, I missed like a large chunk of footage. Like I had a whole thing where I went through Heritage Village and it was a special day because I actually had the train running that day, so I got some nice footage, or so I thought, of the little train going around, and only to find out later that it was all gone because the fucking camera decided to just shut itself off. So I ended up, see, there's the fastest person on the bike. It's always them. I'm going 22. Look how fast he passed me. He's going probably close to 40, I would guess. But because he isn't on an e-bike, nobody says a fucking thing. You know, if I did the same thing, I'd fucking there'd be 20 people fucking bitching. But yeah. Yeah, some of my vlogs are getting kind of angry lately. I don't know. There's too much bullshit going on in the world, I think is what it is. Fucking Donald Trump in the news every goddamn day doing something horrible or bullying or just saying something stupid. Every other video I look at on my fucking feed is bad news, more bad news. I'm like, where's the good news? But I'll try to get off of the angry topics. You know, unless maybe that's what you like, I don't know. Maybe it's entertaining to listen to me fucking bitch and moan. Maybe it's not, I don't know. I would say tell me in the content or comments, but it doesn't seem like anybody watches my videos, so. I get like 20 views. I'm lucky. But you know, I'm still starting out. I've only been really doing this for 2 months. Everybody says there's a transitional period or something where the algorithm figures your shit out. So I'm just plugging away at it. Doing rides, etc. I hope my mic's still working and that didn't turn on. I should fucking see if just put the screen on. Okay, it looks like the mic's, I see the mic thing moving. Okay, that's good. Because you don't want to use the camera's sound because it sucks. But this little DJI bike mini I got, that thing sounds great. I'm always impressed by how clear my voice is, even on windy days. It wasn't even that expensive. It was only like 30 bucks or something. I mean, I just got the mic itself. I didn't get any transmitters or anything. Because I read that you can just use that mic with a GoPro 13, and yeah, you can. You just Bluetooth it right in. Which is nice for like these kinds of rides, but if I bring my daughter with me and she's on the back, I gotta put the mic on my like shoulder or something so we can sort of hear us both. But then both of us don't really come out that clear. So ideally, I'd like to just get another mic and put it on her as well, but you can't do that with the GoPro because it'll only recognize one at a time. And I'm kind of over GoPro, so I'm not buying any more accessories. Because randomly turning off on me is not cool. Probably my next camera will be a DJI one. Match my mic, and then I think you can put like more than one there. I don't know when I'm going to get that though, because I gotta save more money up. I kind of got walloped by that Croctical concert I had to take my daughter to that ended up costing me $1,200, and then right after that I brake issues with my bike and just every damn expense hitting me all at once. So, yeah, can't be a while before I pick up a camera again. Gonna have to deal with GoPro until probably at least a few months anyway. I got this little camera stand that's not too bad. I got off a temu for, it wasn't even that much. Like $7 or something. It works really well. I'm surprised. Yeah, I've never really used temu before, so I made my first order was this one. I got this camera thing here, handlebar mount, and then I got two chest mounts, one for just GoPro and one for phone. And then that made the $25 order or whatever, so I could so I could have an order. Because you gotta have a certain minimum, or they won't send you nothing. I mean, I may order more stuff from Temu. I don't know if I see useful things. But I had these other camera mounts. They were like metal ones. They seemed they were good. The problem is the camera wouldn't stay still. It kept leaning forward or backwards and start moving. So this one I got, it's got just a little, like a ball thing. It tightens in, and then it's got a little, like a regular camera kind of mount. You just screw the camera on there, and it just clamps to the handlebar. It's really nice. Makes it easier to take it off and on too. So yeah, pretty impressed with it so far. I mean, this is the first time I'm using it is on this ride right now, so my opinion might change if the camera goes flying off it or something. Some kind of construction over here. And right now we're just running on pure gravity. I like when I can do that. It saves some power. I may get a regular ass pedal bike anyway. I don't know. It'd be kind of cool to do a ride like to Vancouver or something. Like I couldn't take the e-bike to Vancouver because it would never have enough power. Because just going to the ferry terminal is about, I think, like 25, 30 clicks. I think it's like 30. And then, in the van and stuff too, and so. But I might be willing to try riding a regular bike there. We'll see. If that ever happens, I'll do a video on it. Document it all. But this trail here is pretty fun trail. We're not going to be on this one for too much longer though, because we got to switch over to the E&N trail, and then go the opposite way that we went when we went to Esquimalt. This will take us out like Langford and stuff. Then we go around Langford Lake a little bit. It's like not the whole way, but about half of it. And then out towards Goldstream Park, and then there's a waterfall there. We probably won't go like right to the waterfall because there's a lot of fucking stairs. But, and I don't like to leave the bike attended for too long. So I'll see if I can lock it up, and we'll just do a bit of a walk down. I'll show you some of the falls. I missed my turn. I think I did. think it's after this bridge. This is the Galloping Goose, I believe we're still on. Oh, ENN is coming up. Yeah, we're on the Galloping Goose. The Galloping Goose, if you follow that, will go right out to Souk. And even further. But Souk's as far as when I went to the Souk potholes once. Ended up being like 90, 95 kilometer ride, that one. That was a bit too much, actually. Sure. Right now I have the bike's gears on number 4, and then I have the pedal assist at number 2, which is speed settings. So I'm going about 21, 20, you know, depend. Using mostly pedal power at this point. Motor's just kind of helping us up the hills a little bit. That's what's nice about e-bikes. I mean, I went years without even riding a bike. And then I got an e-bike one day and I started getting into e-biking. It was a great decision. I don't know what her problem was, but boy, she gave me a horrible look. And it can't be my speed, I'm only going 20. So, and that's kilometers, not miles. So. Miles is probably like 12. But again, there's just this hate for e-bikes for some reason. But they never say anything about the car drivers who, you know, don't give you any room and you have to practically leap onto the sidewalk to avoid getting killed. Because they fly by. They're supposed to give you 6 feet of room. They give you like 6 inches if you're lucky. And they don't look, and you gotta constantly be like braking because they don't look. You have to ride your bike like everyone's out to try to hit you. And then ride accordingly. So I try to stick to trails as much as I can. Not be on the roads too much. I mean, sometimes you don't have a choice. You gotta take the road, you gotta take the road. That's just the way it is. I think this is our turn up here. Yeah, this ride we're doing today, it's one I haven't actually done in a while. Like, I've gone this way for like Langford Lake and stuff, but I haven't gone out to the falls. So there I was able to go up that hill relatively easy. I mean, generally the motor in this bike is not like super strong anyway, so you still generally have to pedal up hills a bit. Steeper hills, sometimes it just won't make it. Like, it has a throttle, but I tend to only really use the throttle when I want to go like extra slow, because it's just easier to control slow speed that way. Whereas pedal assist is just kind of, you know, go at whatever the speed setting's on. So what I'll do, like if I'm in a parking lot or something where I need to go really, really slow, I'll just use the throttle. Or sometimes I'll use the throttle at like a traffic light. To get going. And then once I get going, I start pedaling. But generally, I don't really need to use the throttle much. I'm not the biggest fan of the twist throttle either. I'd rather have like a thumb one or something. But that's what the bike came with. So. There we go. This is a nice little part of it. This is the EN trail now that we're on, or ENN. Years ago, it used to be a railroad. I think part of the railway is still around. Like, yeah, if you look like off to the left there, I don't know if the camera can see that, but there's a track that runs, or not the left or right. To the right, the tracks are still there. They don't run the trains anymore though, so the tracks are just kind of rusting. But there used to be a passenger train you could take, like that went all the way up Island. And then for some stupid reason they got rid of it. Yeah, you can't see it there, the tracks. Some of the parts of the bike trail that used to be train tracks, and they just ripped them up and put the bike lane over. There's if you're going to a Esquimalt down the Galloping Goose there, there's an old wooden bridge you go across, and that used to be train tracks. It was a train bridge. But they ripped all the tracks out on there, and they just put, and it used to be like a raising bridge for ships, and it doesn't raise anymore. It's just been converted to a bike trail. It's actually a pretty nice day out now. Still pretty early. There's some guy on the track just sitting there smoking. Yeah, they're like rusted as shit and growing on. Like there's no trains that run on them anymore. Yeah, we'll be going through Langford Lake there pretty soon. And there could be a couple of spots where I gotta check on my phone for directions. But Because again, it's been a minute since I've been out here. Since falls, anyways. Like a lot of times I come out this way, all I usually do is go around Langford Lake and then back home. But today we're gonna go further. Go to the waterfall. Hope and pray it's not closed when we get there. Let's cross over here, I guess. Yep, there we go. Way here. Chinese buffet over there. I would avoid that like the plague. Chinese buffets are known for doing like some horrendous shit. I didn't really eat a lot of Chinese food anyway. Once in a while I might get like almond chicken or something. But I would never go to a buffet. Buffets in general are pretty grim. Boy, Chelsea goes by. There we go. A bunch of like food trucks or something here. But I've heard shit like they'll scoop up people's plates that they've been eating off of and just stick it back in the bowls, or they'll drop shit on the floor and serve it anyway. I mean, I don't know that one does that, to be fair. I'm just basically saying I've heard a lot of shit about Chinese buffets that I wouldn't go to one. Or probably any buffet for that matter. Because I'm sure the Chinese aren't the only ones doing it. And people are just gross at buffets too. They'll fucking sneeze on the food. They got like filthy hands and they're just fucking digging in with their hands, grabbing shit instead of using the tongs. Like I've seen all kinds of horrible shit. Because I used to go to buffets years ago. There used to be one called, it was Uncle Willie's Chicken. It was a buffet. And they had like really good fried chicken. And so like all you could eat fried chicken. So we used to go there once in a while. I just load up on fried chicken and mashed potatoes and gravy. And then they had like the ice cream machine, so I get some ice cream too. But they're not around anymore. I think I missed my turn. Or my light. Yeah, I think I did. Alright, let's go hit the button here.
Wait.
Yeah. There we go. Alright. Hopefully it's not too long of a light. Light's still blinking, that's a good sign. It's thinking about changing. Well, I don't know. I guess it's gonna be a long one. Well, it is what it is. It's the way the cookie crumbles. This is where I use throttle, like slow shit like this. So I always laugh when they go, oh, they want to ban throttles on e-bike. Like, why would you want to ban throttles? That's how you go slow on an e-bike. Throttles should be required. What happened here? That's like right out of the thing there. Alright, now we're going to the pedaling. Also, when you pedal, you get a lot more range too. In the future, I may even just get a lighter weight e-bike. Because this one's kind of like a fat tire, like a heavy one, so. You know, it's pedalable, but you don't want the power running on this one. I think the bike weighs like 100-something pounds. I thought maybe it'd be cool to get like a really lightweight e-bike that you could basically ride with the motor off. And then just use the motor when you want like a hill or something. Like I feel like that would get you probably a lot of range. You wouldn't even need that big of a motor. But I might even just get like a regular ass bike too, I don't know. I mean, for now I'm pretty content with this one. Just had the brakes redone and everything, so.
Wait.
I'll be riding this one for a while before I ever think about getting another one. There we go. Oh, there we go. We got a bike lane. Yeah, I really don't understand the anger people have towards bike lanes. It's like, you're not forced to use them. Or like they think they'll have more cars on the road or something, or if they get rid of the bike lane. It's always angry car drivers bitching. And they're upset that they have to have a license and insurance and pay for gas and all these things because of their car. So they lobby for the government to like, oh yeah, let's make licenses for cyclists and all this other bullshit. And insurance, it's like, fuck off. One of the highlights of riding a bicycle or an e-bike is you don't have to pay for fucking licensing fees and fucking insurance and all that other shit. It's a way to save money and not have to spend your life savings on your fucking car. I mean, honestly, most people really don't even need a car. There's a lot of like big trucks on the road too that the owner doesn't need. Like they don't fucking need a work truck, but they drive it because they want to feel like a big shot and look at me and my big truck. And then they don't do anything with it. And then you have these idiots that they get a fucking truck and they lower it all down like a car. It's like, well, why'd you just get a car then? You know? Just buy a fucking car. Yeah. I mean, there really should be like size requirements for cars. Like, we don't need a lot of these big cars around. Like, some people do because their job requires it. But most people don't. How the fuck do we get over here now? Well, that's gonna be a challenge. We're gonna have to just go this way, I guess. We need to go over the other way, but there's like no fucking way that's happening. So I'm gonna have to just go down this way a little bit and try to turn around. And I'll do this. There we go. Flip a U-ey here. That was the best I was able to do. We're all still sitting there. But really, if more people rode bikes, you'd have a lot less traffic. You wouldn't have these traffic jams. All these people, I gotta take my kids to school. Let our kids take the bus like we did when we were kids. You know? Let the kids ride their bikes to school. You know, we did that too. You don't need mommy and daddy to drive you to school. It's like just an excuse to own an SUV. Like everyone bitches about gas prices, but then they contribute to them being that high because they drive all these fucking big ass trucks and everything. You know, I mean, hybrids exist. There's options. There's electric cars if you can afford them. But I mean, really, just get a fucking e-bike, you know? It's a great way to get around. I can get around pretty much everywhere I need to go. Just either with my e-bike or with my scooter. Yeah. Like, there's really no reason for a lot of people to own cars. I'm sure some people, maybe they need them, but you don't need big cars. Get a small car. Try at least a little bit to save the planet, you know? Morning. There we go. This is one of those situations where we're going slow, so we're going like 10 right now. That's where the throttle comes in. When I want to go 10, because you know, I'd be somebody walking around here. I don't want to plow into anybody. So I go slow through here. Clear. Now. Sometimes you go through here, like in the wintertime, this will be flooded right out. Stop and let them go by. Morning. Some lily pads there. Don't see any frogs though. Give you a little lake view there. Alright, there we go. That's enough of that. That one, I think this way looks correct. We won't be going like fully around here. There's a turn off somewhere. Hopefully I didn't miss it. I don't think I did though. So, a little more lake for you there. That way, I think. We'll go this way. Definitely a nice little trail though. Our turn is like somewhere up here. There we go. 20. I think our turn off is right here. Yep. I'm gonna walk this road here. There's another turn somewhere. But that was the lake part of the trip. What's this road? We'll give it this way. One of them Austin Powers cars there. I don't know what the actual name of the car is, but I just know it's as the Austin Powers car from the movie. Ed Nixon? Why do we have a street named Ed Nixon? In Canada. Our turn is coming up. We're gonna go left somewhere. Because we had to go left before the highway, I know that. Might be here. What street's this? Oh, roundabout, we can just follow that. Perfect. Maybe. No, I don't trust these cars. Yeah, I think we go that way. I'm gonna wait though, because they don't look like they're gonna stop, so. And that's how I avoid accidents. Tim Hortons over there. They used to be good years ago. They're not anymore, they're awful now. But they used to at one time had just like the best coffee. Oh, do I got a bike lane I can go in here? It looks like I do. Alright, well, let's do that then. I will take advantage of that. Well, like, their coffee was so good. Like they used to sell, like you can go and buy like the coffee they use, and they would sell the grounds, and they sold special Tim Hortons coffee makers, which were just regular ass coffee makers. Let's be honest, and twice the price. But I would go there every day and get Tim Hortons coffee. It was really good. And they used to bake their donuts fresh every morning. They don't do that now. They're baked somewhere else and just brought in frozen. Like it's kind of sad. These are horrific over here. But yeah, they went to shit. That's where we're going with this. Oh, did I lose my trail? I guess I did. Alright, well. That's the end of that, I guess. See, they don't give you any room. They just blast right by you. That guy was inches away from hitting me. What? Yeah, we go this way. Because we's going to a waterfall. Like, it's nice out in this part of town, but I really wouldn't want to live out here. Because you're too far away from everything. But it's nice to ride out here once in a while. I'm more of a city boy. Always have been. Still might move to Vancouver, I don't know. But I've been sort of looking into the logistics of it, but we shall see. Oh, it's a pet place, okay. And there's a pub there. Shit, do I go that way or oh, that's not know. Let's just stop and check the map. Alright. I might go this way, I'm not 100%. This is just see where we go here. Is it this one? It might be, you know. Let's see. Well, that looks the right way. Okay, there we go. We do go this way. Perfect. Hair in my mouth now. Probably switch to some easier pedaling gears. Looks like there's a lot of hill up here. There we go. Okay. Do you have to go through here or do you have to go through there? I don't know. I'm not going camping, so I don't think I go that way. Yeah, I think I go this way, don't I? I don't know. Maybe I go this way. I don't know. I'm just going to the falls and back, so. I think it's this way. It should be, I guess you go there if you're going to go camping. So we go, yeah, I was right to switch to easy gear because that was a steep hill. You'll be getting lots of exercise today. I mean, the motor helps a bit though, so. But there's still some pedal power required. Okay, now is it that way or is it that way? Well, I think this way. It could have been through there though too, I'm not 100%. I didn't really get the appeal of camping too much, but when I was a kid, I guess it was fun, but nowadays, no thanks. I guess people go camping to make a fire or something. Make a fire and roast marshmallows. Do I go this way or that way? Oh, here's a sign. I guess it's straight then. It could have, might be this way. Oh, it might not be. I don't know. I may have to pause again and look at the map. I'm kind of winging it. I don't know. This still looks right to me, so. Probably somebody at the screen right now screaming, "Look at the map, you idiot!" But I'm also the kind of person that will sometimes get lost on purpose just to see if I can see something new. Oh, this still looks right to me, I don't know. I still got 5 bars on the bike and 20 clicks. That's what mostly pedaling and going slow gets you. If I was going fast, I'd be out of power right now. But I feel like we're still going the right way. Yeah, this looks right. Let's keep going. I think they're near here. Now here I might stop and pause because I think, yeah, I kind of remember this. I think they're like just over here or something, or just over there. Now I will actually look at the map just to double check. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, we are very close. The falls are like, no, looks like it's this way and then that way. Okay. How about that? I was going the right way the whole time. Perfect. All right. Just got to do a little bit of through the woods here. Hey. Yeah, here we are. Not really anywhere good to lock the bike to though. So, but the falls are down here. See what there wasn't metal up here like that. I would just lock it to that metal railing there. Well, I'll see what we can do. Wish I had a bike rack here. That would be like so convenient. Okay, we'll just like look at all then. I might be able to get the lock around this pole. I don't know. We'll see. Not very ideal. But, because I don't want to go too far from the bike if it ain't locked up. But I can't sit here and promise you a waterfall and then not show you a waterfall either, so. We gotta figure something out here. Is it gonna fit around that? No frickin' chance. There's nothing to lock this thing to. Well, maybe over here. Just wind over here for a second. Let's see if I can find something. There's a square pole over here. Not exactly ideal because it is wood, but it might be the best I can get at the moment. I'll see if I can get the lock around it anyway. Oop. Yeah, we'll see. It might kind of fit. It sort of fits, but not. Alright. Let's get creative. Let's go like that. Oh, I think I can get it around this one. But again, it's wood, so we're not going to stay here for very long. Because, yeah. That'll work for now. Cut the power there. But yeah, I'm just going to take the mount right off of here. There we go. And now we're walking along. Bike is locked like that. You know, next to that thing. So, not exactly super secure. Which is why we're not going to go all the way down the falls. Because there's like a lot of fucking stairs. But I'll try to show you something, right? There we go. I'll go down some of the steps here. I already hate that I can't see my bike. Should be able to see him soon. Kinda. Without having to go down too many stairs. Like, it's not so bad going down, it's the coming back up part that fucking sucks. You can kind of see them through the trees there. See, I wish they had like the metal poles up there. I would have locked my bike to that. So we're gonna go like a bit here. And just, there we go, you can kind of see it from here. You see that? I'll go a bit further, I guess. Hopefully not too much further here. There we go. Oh, yeah, from here you can probably see them pretty good. This is as far down as we'll go here. I'll give you a good view of them, and then ended up going a little further down than I wanted to. But see, there's still like all those stairs down there, which we're not doing, because fuck that shit. But there you go. You can kind of see the falls pretty good there. I'll give you a sideways view here while I pull up my phone. I'll get some phone video as well, because I can zoom better with my phone, right? I'll try to remember to stick this at the end of the video, or if I don't, I'll just make it into a short. So, there we go. There's the falls there. Goldstream Falls. I forgot the name there for a second. Yeah, so that's Goldstream Falls. And that's a lot of the stairs I'm avoiding. But yeah. There's a little, I just recorded a short, which I'll upload later. So, there we go. We're gonna go back up to the bike now. And that was our Goldstream waterfall. Hopefully the bike's still there when we get back. This is why I don't like to leave it too long, right? I'm definitely liking this new camera mount though. Makes a nice little selfie stick when you take it off the handlebars. Hey, there's a selfie for you. Yeah, I left my helmet on. Out of freaking breath already. We're gonna have to do some resting, I think. I am not much for stairs. Holy fuck. That's enough of that. Already got some admirers on my bike. Okay. And we're back. Mount this again. There we go. There we go. Alright, that's locked up. So that was the Goldstream waterfall there. I have to, yeah, it's still tilted kind of up a bit. We'll just do that. That looks more straight. My switch here. Alright. It smells like campfire. Obviously, because we're in a campground. There we go. Alright. Back the way we came. This way, right? Did I come from that way or this way? I think it was that way. Yeah. That looks right. Alright, here we go. Mostly downhill, so we can just kind of coast. That's convenient. I go that way? I do believe this was the way we came. This is all just coasting too. I'm not even pedaling or nothing right now. Just happily coasting along. We've gone 21.4 kilometers and we still got 5 bars. And we go now, I believe. I'm gonna do some pedaling now, but I don't think there was any more steep hills, so I might actually have to go back to my gear 4. I'm in my easy gear right now because I'm expecting hills, but they're all downhills. Exit goes this way. Oh yeah, this was that steep ass fucker we were. Trying to remember if there's one we came here. I'll probably change gears when we go back on the road there. I think this way. I remember the sign coming up. Reminds me of Mount Doug a little bit. Not quite as steep. Is this the exit or is that the? I guess it's this way. It says this way, so. Aha. There we go. Cool looking bridge over here. Oh yeah, here's the steep hill. Now I'm glad I left it in easier. I knew there was going to be a hill going up sooner or later. I just couldn't remember where it was. There we go. Hopefully you're enjoying this ride. Oh, you're not moved. Yeah, this is Goldstream Park in Victoria there. If you're out of town, it's a pretty cool little place to visit. If you want to walk all the way down those stairs and you can see the waterfalls, like a little pool and stuff in there. I mean, I'm not sure when this vlog will actually get uploaded because I still got a couple more in the can. But I'll probably put the waterfall, at least that part up. I might throw that up today or tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. That way. Now we'll go to our harder gear there. Definitely got our exercise in for today. I did a walk earlier in the morning too with my daughter. We did a night walk. I never filmed that. I did a testing of filming walking and it didn't work out so well. I had a chest strap and I tried that out and it's just all bouncy. I mean, I guess if I walked around with a selfie, because I do have a selfie stick too I could use. But I mean, the walks are not as entertaining as the rides, I don't think. So. yeah, that's the waterfall. Now, do I go? I don't remember where I came in. This one? I think it was this way. Yeah, I think I came from this side. And you know, could end up getting lost, and then well, that'll just be an adventure, I guess. But I definitely like this new camera mount. That was a good, like, I don't know, $7 or whatever I spent on it. Worth it. I mean, there's a lot of plastic, and so I don't really know how long it's gonna last, but I have the other mounts as spares if I need them. But I don't really ride extreme, so it's not like it's gonna get bounced around a lot. Other than, like, you know, some of those bouncy bridges you can't help, but I'm not like one of these guys like doing jumps and curve jumps and all this other stuff that people do. I don't do any of that. So I generally do, especially on the bike, I do pretty casual rides. So I expect this to last pretty long. I may look and see if there's a more heavy duty version of it. Pick that up. But I do like it. It works quite well. Camera didn't move on me. There's none of that tilting forward and backwards because it screws into the bottom of the camera instead of those other mounts. So I don't get any of that tilting shit. I came from this way. This looks right.
I do believe I'm going the right way.
Bike lane up there I could have used. Can I get back? Oh, I can. Well, let's do that then. I see an opportunity to get on the bike lane and I will take it. I generally don't like to share the road with cars unless I have to. Because, as I've said before, many a times over, there's a lot of really fucking stupid drivers. Some of these people you wonder, like, why do you got a license, it didn't do anything for you, you still drive like an idiot. Wait, what train is that? Is that where I came? I don't think so. I was gonna go back through the lake trail, but I think I might have missed that turn. It doesn't matter. We'll give you some different scenery, I guess, on the way back. Pickleball? What the fuck is pickleball? Did they use the pickle as balls? Like, I'm picturing like hockey, but instead of a puck, they got pickles. Shows you how well I know sports. I don't know sports at all, really. I just could never get into sports. Just don't care. Just like sports, who cares? Don't give a shit. I think I came from this way. I think I can actually just cross here. Let's do that. Hit the button. Not gonna stop for me, are they? Okay, fair enough. Why stop for a light that's blinking, right? When you can just ignore it. There we go. I can kind of slow down. Too much. There we go. my mirror. I only have the one mirror. I don't have one on the right side, just on the left. Oh, that was where my turn was. Oops. Almost missed it. I'm gonna go back through the lake way here. Go to the easy gear again. There we go. Now you can see the lake in reverse. It's like a Langford lake run with the added bonus of a waterfall. And instead of going around the rest of the lake the other way like I normally would, we're going to go back this way. Which I don't think I've actually ever done this before. I've usually just gone the other way. Yeah, we can go that. Okay. Wanted to make sure there was no people there before I did that. I'm like paranoidly always like looking at the camera light, making sure it's still on. It's a first time going this way along the lake. I've always gone the opposite. So, something new, kind of. Still got something on the bike making noise, but I've just chose to ignore it at this point. It's like, fuck it, bike works good, leave it. Might be a brake pad or something. I don't know, because they're still pretty new. But I didn't do just the pads, I had the whole brake system pretty much replaced. Like, not the levers, they're still the same, but just the actual part that's on the tire there. Oh, hi, dog. Like a cool little, like, sort of a dock thing there, which I'm not going to go on because it's too peoply, but that's kind of neat. I always thought it'd be fun to, like, just go sit on a dock one day and just shove my feet in the water. I don't know. Just seems like it'd be neat to do. Hold on there. I'll just wait. Okay. Thank you. Oh, here's our fun little thingy here. It's a lot more sparkly this way. Hopefully that looks good on the camera. Yes. And of course I'll do a sped up version of this ride too, because I like those. I make those for me mostly. And maybe the one or two other people that enjoy them. bugs there. Glad my helmet covers my face. Which you've seen my helmet now, because I give you a little selfie back there at the waterfall. And then I did the face reveal video too. That was my helmet. I don't know when you'll actually see my actual face. I may never put that on camera. You don't need to see that anyway. Maybe one day if I go, if the channel gets big enough, maybe one day I'll reveal my face. Like a whole, let's get my hard gear again. There we go. That's good. Is there school in the summer? No, there's no school in the summer. What? Why is there a pack of kids? I don't know. Maybe it's like Boy Scouts or something. I don't know. Maybe it's Boy and Girl Scouts. I don't know what they do nowadays. I didn't look too closely to see if it was a mix of boys and girls or not. Maybe they're like all the kids that flunked out of school and they have to go to summer school now. I don't know. They look a little young for that though. So, probably some kind of like camp group or something. I don't know. It's just, I mean, it's like July, so I know there's no school right now. So. And I know that ain't some mother with a lot of like 40 kids, so it's obviously some kind of an organization. Maybe it's like a summer camp thing, or they're all wearing their orange shirts though. So. Maybe it's like summer camp. That's probably what it is. You know, that makes sense. Oh, we got a little crosswalk here. That's perfect. We can just hit that. There we go. And then they can go here. Yeah, it's perfect. We turned here, right? Yeah, this looks right. Yeah, I think I remember the construction there. Excellent. I might do that same ride again another day, like, but not say any words. It's just like a no talking kind of thing. Well, I guess I could just take that ride and throw music over it. But. I mean, really, for like, if you're like on an exercise bike you're watching it, you can just mute the volume on this and listen to your own music. Which is what I would do. And then it kind of gives you the visual. I don't know, I'm still kind of figuring this stuff out, like what I want to kind of do with my channel and what kinds of videos. Like I do some video game playthroughs, but not as much as like the biking videos. I mostly do those. Hence the name Wheel Good Vids. Because it is really mostly about the bike rides. And blogging or vlogging or whatever the fuck you call it. I mean, my understanding when I looked it up is a vlog is like a video thing, like what we're doing here. And a blog is like something you write. But then when I put it on YouTube, the section they have for it is just blogs. So I guess YouTube thinks it's a blog. So I'm over here going, well, shit, I don't know anymore. Is it a vlog or a blog? I don't know. Maybe it's both. Because I always had a blog was like an article you write. Right? You're writing a blog about whatever. And a vlog was like a video version of that. Shit. Shit. Can we just get across here? Hopefully. 12 seconds. We're good. And we can go over here. There we go. Let's do that. Excellent. Oh, well, that's convenient. Perfect. Go here. I've never actually done this ride in like full-on reverse before. Like this. I usually always go different ways. This will be interesting. I wonder if I should do the fun trail in reverse too. And we'll end up right in the exact same spot we started. That might be cool. Maybe I'll do that. Just to be interesting. Hair or something on the camera lens. See if we can get that on. Ah, fuck it. Get that at a stoplight. Hey, I got it. Perfect. All I needed was a blowjob. Oh, here's that stupid thing they put here for some reason. Oh, wrong way. I don't know whose brilliant idea it was to put that there. But it's just silly. I'm gonna go there and move my mirror. Now I gotta readjust it. Oh well. Looks like I'm gonna have time with this light to do that. So. Light's still blinking. Yep, there we go. We gotta go over like there-ish. That would be that way. Well, turning lane. It's getting warm now. There we go. We want to go over here, I think. The whale tracks. There we go. We're back on the correct spot. If you look over to the right, you'll see a whole bunch of like pretty cool looking graffiti, which I think the camera can see it. Some more over on this. All these containers are all painted up. I guess it's not really graffiti, it's kind of like a artistic paint job. Gotta be careful with these kids because they'll just bolt any direction, right? So let's go slow around them. There we go. Across here. We can go that way. Okay, well, that way. Another crosswalk. Oh, that one changed fast actually. We got lucky. Love that. I think I go here. Yeah, on the other side. I almost went the wrong way. There we go. We're on the correct track now. Dragonfly. It's flying pretty close to us, like right in the run. I wonder if the camera got that good. That'll look pretty cool. If it picked it up. It was like a blue dragonfly. We're surprisingly still at 5 bars and we've gone 29 kilometers. But that's because I'm not going fast. Maybe I'll give you a little bit of quiet riding. A nice little hill to coast down here. Gotta love that. We're at 29.9. Gonna be 30 kilometers any second now. 30. Yeah, this ride should be like a little over 40 kilometers. It was like 20 or 21 or something like that. Getting to the waterfall. And we're going back pretty much the exact reverse path we took, so. It should wind up being about 40, 41, 42, somewhere in that neighborhood. It's going to be my guess. hill to coast down. We're gonna slow down because I know there's a sharp turn here. So. See which way they go before I gun her down there. Alright, there we go. Yeah, this is one of my favorite trails. Except for the downtown part, but we don't have to go down there. I don't really ride to downtown too much because it's just too hectic and too crackheady, and I got fucking cramp in my one leg there for some reason. The back of the calf there. Don't get old, I guess, is what I'm saying. I'm not really that old, yeah, I'm like 53, but... I'm one of those people that looks surprisingly young for my age. But I've always kind of been like that. Like, when I was 17, my mom used to get me into movies for under 12. I looked so damn young. And I got ID'd in bars till I was 40. Sometimes I wouldn't believe the ID. I'd be like, no way this is your ID. I just always had kind of like a baby face. And I was never like a huge guy or anything. Not till about my 40s there, I started getting in like, I'd buy like this iced coffee that was just loaded with sugar and fucking 1% milk. I ate a lot of carbs and stuff. Poor diet. So I did actually get somewhat fat there for a while. But the last 2 years I've been doing like this kind of carnivore, low carb thing. Like I wouldn't even necessarily say carnivore diet, because like, well, I do mostly carnivore. I still have the odd carb. But nothing like I used to. And I make my own iced coffee now with stevia, and I just use a little bit of cream and mostly coffee. I make completely, so it's a lot healthier. I did a short on how I make it. But I've dropped quite a bit of weight. Like I couldn't tell you how much because I've never really weighed myself. I just know that my pants now, if I don't wear a belt, they'll fall right down. They used to be tight. I got it to like a 38 waist there. And now I figure I'm probably down to about a 34. So, pretty significant. People say they see it in my face a lot. It thinned out quite a bit. So I've been sticking with that. I kind of call it like ketovore because I will have the odd stuff. I started off a little bit more strict. I would just eat like beef patties and eggs and nothing else. But nowadays I started introducing buns back to my burgers. Like I'll just have like two beef patties, and then I'll just use one bun for those. And if I put cheese on, I'll put like one slice of cheese, not two. And then I just put a bit of mustard on it. And sometimes I'll put an egg on it too. I always have it with eggs. And that's mainly what I'll eat now. So the bun is like the only carbs I really get in a day. And I buy buns that are like, 20, 30 carbs. So that ends up being all I get in a day. So I feel like if I'm under 50 carbs, I'm good. And I never get anywhere near that because I usually just will have the bun. That's the only carbs I'll have. And then sometimes I will get the odd vegetable. Like I might get some broccoli or something and mix it with ground beef and gravy. I'll make like a beef and broccoli thing, like a homemade version. Instead of spending 20 bucks on it for a Chinese restaurant. Make it at home. They use different beef than ground beef. But I'm not like fully anti-vegetable. There's very little vegetables I bother with. And I don't really eat a lot of vegetables. It's pretty rare that I eat vegetables. I think that's why I've always looked kind of younger than my friends too, is because I never really ate vegetables. Even as a kid, I just wouldn't eat them. Or I'd eat very little of them. Like what I used to eat, I was getting like fatter. I used to eat like a lot of pasta. Like one of the things I used to make was a lot would be like a box of Kraft dinner with ground beef and cream of mushroom soup. That was a go-to for me. Or I'd eat a lot of TV dinners or like fucking cans of pasta and shit. Like those beefaronis and stuff. Looking back on it now, it's just crap. I ate a lot of cereal too. Like I'd get that Life cereal all the time. Now I won't touch cereal. I see a box of cereal, to me it just looks like a box of poison. So I don't touch it. I don't eat oatmeal or any of that. I don't drink any milk. Like I don't have any of the 2% milk or the only dairy I really will have is like I get 18% cream, which I put in my iced coffee and in my tea, and that's it. I don't eat cereal or none of that. If I'm at work, I'll have 10% cream because that's all there is. So I'll put that in the tea. But even that, it's like no carbs, no sugar in it. If you look at like 1% milk, 2% milk, the lower the percent it is, the more sugar will be in it. And the more carbs will be in it, and the worse it is for you. So people saying, oh, drink more milk and drink low-fat milk. Yeah, they're wrong. I used to get like the 33% table cream for my iced coffee, but the problem with that is it would like flake or something. So it didn't work that well. So I had to go to the 18. I'm not sure why I would do it, but there would always be these like white flakes floating in it. So I was like, nah, I don't like that. Even with brand new, it didn't matter. There's something about that particular type of cream, I guess. So when I make my iced coffees, it's always with the 18. And then like steak, I tried cooking steaks a few times, and it never comes out good. It's their light, not mine. I thought it was my green light, but I guess it wasn't. So we'll just wait here. But anyways, eating that way has been quite good. That and the biking helps a lot too, because it's decent exercise. Even though I ride an e-bike, I still get good exercise because I go further than I normally would. There we go. Fun little hill to go down. Oh, we just hit 4 bars now at 34 kilometers. That's some good battery life. But that was when I got this bike. Because my old bike I had, I could only go about 30, maybe 40 kilometers at best. And it'd just be like really low. Like the ride we did today on my old bike, I would have been walking at this point. It would have been down to like 1 bar. Even that bike though, I managed to squeeze a battery out of it. I managed to get it to the potholes and back. But I did it by just straight up pedaling it in any straight pot I could, and I went really slow. And even this one, when I took it out there, I was riding in like gear 1. But that is a bit much of a risk. I don't know if I would do that ride again. You never know. I've been sort of trying to cut back on like the really, really long rides. Keeping them around 30, 40. As opposed to like my airport runs I do that'll be like 60 clicks. Sydney runs. I do those still once in a while. But then I'll usually be like sore for a couple days afterwards. So I kind of started slowing down a bit on those. I was like, you know what? Let me just calm down on the... My problem is I get on the bike, I don't want to stop. I like riding that much. Maybe I'll get a motorcycle license one day and do like road trips. I think that'd be kind of fun to do like a road trip on like a motorbike or something. At least until it rained. You can do that in the summer, obviously. This park is such a bare minimum park. And I'm sure I've said that before. There's just like a basketball hoop, a slide, a little like a monkey bar thing, and a swing. A couple picnic tables, that's it. There's a water fountain too, I guess. Just a bare minimum, like not much of a park, really. Like if I was a kid, I'd be like, this park sucks. Nothing here. Because I've seen some good parks right now. Because my daughter's like an obsession with going to parks. So we've done like tours where we just to see new parks. So I've seen almost all the parks. It was a really cool one out in like, I think it's Colwood or Langford. I forget where it was, but it has this like big ass castle thing on it, and that was a cool park. That one might have been like the coolest park I ever saw. It had just so much stuff there. I think there was a zip line and stuff too there. It just had everything. And the castle was like big. Like it was a big wooden, like almost like a fort thing or something. It was huge. I wish I could remember the name of it. But that was probably like the best park I've seen. There's another one out by the airport that looks pretty good too. Like there are some good parks. That one back there, that ain't one of them. Person out with the dogs. And my cat never really goes outside in the daytime. She's like a night owl. Like my cat will go out all night long, and then once it's day, she just sleeps. She's like a vampire. The black cat, she's a great cat though. But then I guess I live kind of like a vampire a lot of times too. I work nights. I'm kind of like a night guy. So my cat's kind of on my schedule, I guess. I only really go out in the day, like on my weekends. So I can do these rides. I do these pretty early. Today I don't think it's so early, but early-ish. I went to the grocery store first. Yeah, it's like 10:55 now. Did like a little time check there. Like most days, like on work days, I'd be asleep by now. Something clicking there. Go back to my simple gear, I guess, for now. Give it a break from pedaling. My turn's coming up. No, it's after this bridge. It's a big like highway thing. The pace a little bit, I guess. Not for very long, but I'm gonna go 28 now. No, 27. Only because we're nearing getting back. So. I still got like 4 bars. We good. Pretty flowery around here. Hopefully I didn't miss my turn. I think it's further up though. Might be here. This might be it here. I think this is it. Is that it? No, that's not it. That was the wrong one. Because that one went up and the other one, the right one goes down. Oh, here comes another one of those bumpy ass fucking bridges. I think that's what jolted my camera off the last time. It's still on though. This is where we want to go. Down here. Down to gear 2 again. Don't want to go too fast through here. Especially now because there'll be a lot more people walking on it now. Meant to be the wrong way. Oh shit, was that my turn? I hope not. Oh no, it wasn't. I saw that bridge and like, oh crap, was I supposed to turn there? Because there's a spot where one will go to the... Is it here? No, it wasn't there. Yeah, I don't ride this in reverse that much. I think it's here. This way. Yeah, this looks right. Yeah, because that's the walkway one. This is the one I thought the other one was. Thing hanging off the tree there. All these little like tunnels of trees. They look so cool. Okay, here a helicopter. Playing. That might be playing actually. Thank you. Have a good one. Oh, nice guy. $40 clicks now. I'm gonna have to stop up ahead here. Morning. Nice to see there's still nice people out there. I saw like graffiti that said dump on the wall, and I thought, you know, Trump rhymes with dump, and he is a shitty president, so. There you go, there's the pieces. I don't know, put it together how you want. Donald Dump. America's smart, they dump him as president. Just saying. Because as much bullshit as he's doing to Canada, he's doing a lot worse to America. I used to like America. Before that buffoon started running it. This should look familiar to the start of the video. That'll be the hill we came down. And then we're back where we started. Looks like the finale of this ride is going to be 41 kilometers. Alright. So hopefully you enjoyed that, and we'll see you next time.